Hi everyone, this is Dorothy Biagioni and I welcome you back to my little corner of the world. Today I would like to talk with you, please, for the next few minutes on repressing our feelings, repressing our emotions. Many of us, right from childhood, we were taught how to put on the mask, how to go out in public wearing a mask, carrying behind a facade. If we were sad, if we were in pain, if we were angry, if we'd had an argument with mom or dad or one of our siblings, when we went out in public, we were to carry the mask with us and not air our dirty laundry in public, so to speak. And that's fine. No one wants to go out and publicly air any pain or any anger or any sorrow that they're feeling. However, what we weren't taught at the same time is that when we were back in private, that we get in touch with those emotions, that we get in touch with those feelings that are inside of us, and that we work with them. We don't just ignore them, nor do we add any shame to ourselves or beat ourselves up. So what happened is, for many, many people, is that we learned to have our grievances. Life happens, we would get angry or we would have pain or something horribly traumatic would happen to us. But when we went out in public, we went with this mask, so to speak. As I say, what we haven't been taught is that when we go back into private, that we honor those feelings, we get in touch with those feelings. And yet, when we went back into private, by that time, the feelings had gone lower into ourselves, lower into our psyche, if you will. And so quite often we'd be reluctant to touch base with those feelings because we knew they hurt. And maybe there was some shame around some of them, the feelings of betrayal, whatever it was that was going on. We knew that it was a painful subject. So we learned to avoid, we learned to deny. Time goes on, weeks, months, years, and we convince ourselves that we're healed, that it's all good, that that particular event, incident, or person can no longer hurt us, except that we are living a lie. We've lied to ourselves. The feelings didn't go away. They didn't get healed. The wounds or injuries certainly were not healed. We just suppressed them even deeper. We got involved in other things in life, happy times, joyous times, and perhaps more sad times. And all of these feelings become layered, one on top of another. But what happens to those angry, sad, grievous feelings in there is that they are also growing and they are layering, and they have to come out somewhere at some time. And often it happens when we least expect it. Another time when we're sad, when something traumatic has happened. Perhaps we've lost a job or a partner, a relationship is broken up. Stresses add to stresses, add to stresses, and add to stresses. And it has to come out somewhere. Often we self-sabotage. And we may be on a winning streak, but we'll self-sabotage that so the other shoe drops off. Perhaps a severe chronic illness develops in our body. I'm certainly not suggesting by any means that you've brought this illness on intentionally. That's not it at all. But when we have suppressed all of those emotions for too long, our body says, we need to go somewhere, we need to heal, we need to let it out. And those kinds of emotions do wind up quite often in illnesses and so on. And so we self-sabotage a happy life. So what if, instead of reaching that point, what if, rather than waiting for something like that to happen, you review your own life right now? You take a look at things, even if it's something that you remember that happened when you were 2 or 3 or a teenager, whenever it happened to be. And you went and revisited those events. those incidences that caused you that kind of pain or shame, whatever it happened to be, but you revisit it. And you let yourself know that it really is okay to heal that time. It really is okay to let it go. If you did something to cause pain to another, it is okay to forgive yourself now. It's not okay to hold on to all of this. It's not okay. It ruins your life. And by extension, it affects the lives of others around you. So why don't you take some time today for you? Start with one incident at a time. Revisit it. You may not remember all of the details in clear, logical time, but you will remember the feeling. And allow that feeling to leave your mind, to leave your heart, to leave your body. Allow yourself that feeling of happiness, that feeling of being loved. Step into a feeling of, what if what you wanted to happen has already happened for you? What would that feel like? Bring that kind of joyous feelings on and watch how your life turns around. Letting go of the sadness, letting go of the pain, letting go of the shame, and allowing yourself, giving yourself that kind of permission to allow in feelings of acceptance and self-respect, self-love, and also self-liking, really liking who you are. And it may not happen overnight. You've been so used to carrying the sad, hurtful pain for so long that may feel inauthentic at first, and that's okay. You didn't get to this place overnight. You may not heal overnight, but it's worth the time and effort in the end. It is your life. Your life. Work with it, play with it, have fun with it, and love yourself enough to let the trauma and the tragedies go. I'm Dorothy Biagioni. My email is bia@shaw.ca. I invite you to email me, and if you'd like for us to work further together one-on-one, we can do that in person. I'm in the Lower Mainland of Vancouver, British Columbia, or I work with my clients worldwide via Skype, via FaceTime, via telephone. Again, Dorothy Biagioni, bia@shaw.ca. And I so look forward to you having a fabulous life and letting go of the pain. It's old, it's done. Have a great day, and I wish you a great life. Bye for now.